Hello, and welcome back to the wonderful world of histograms. Yeah. Okay, so in our last video, we created a histogram. So we used Google Sheets. Now, in our classes, we played a bunch of Uno games, and we recorded the average time it took per game. Don't worry, this wasn't just one class. This was like all day long. There's a lot of Uno games. Okay, so we created this in Google Sheets, and now I want to show you how to do it in Excel. So I'm using Office 365 for this because the students at our school all have subscriptions to this because the school pays for it. So I figure you probably have access to this. The way you do this in the full version of Excel is pretty much the exact same. Now, personally, I prefer the full version of Excel. They should totally sponsor me because, yeah, I like them. The full version has functions that the Office 365 doesn't, especially if you get into Word and you're having to type reports and enter formulas and that kind of stuff. Plus, it's faster. Office 365 is cloud-based, so if your internet is slow or if you have a ton of tabs open like I have, then sometimes it lags. But okay, this is what we have. So this is our time. We recorded it in minutes and seconds. I converted it to seconds just because I wanted to use that. I want to create a histogram, so I highlighted all of my times all the way down. Trust me, it's a lot of Uno games. And I'm going to go up to Insert. So the way you insert charts is always through this Insert tab. You would highlight your data, you go up to Insert, and so it has some recommended charts, line charts, not what I want. Pies are cool and also yummy, but not what I want. So I'm going to go to Other Charts. And I want to go, like some of these look neat, but they're not what I want. I want in the statistical area, I want histogram. This one's kind of cool too, but I want this. So I'm going to click on this. And it automatically kind of sorts my data and makes this histogram. And it just kind of, it decides how many buckets to make. So on Google Sheets, it automatically put in 10 buckets. Here, I think we have 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buckets. But let's say I don't want 8 buckets. Maybe I want a different number of buckets. We'll get to that. Also notice it didn't put in our chart title. So this is one thing that's a little bit odd. So on Google Sheets, when I selected my data, I selected seconds as well, and it automatically put up here histogram of seconds. This one just says chart title. That's okay. We double click on that, and then we wait. Then we double click again. Okay, edit text. I'm going to put Uno times in seconds. Ta-da! Notice how it kind of lags when I'm typing. This is fairly common because it's a cloud-based thing. Okay, so this is a pretty good one. It's very descriptive, but notice that my bins are fairly big because it goes from like 50 something or 96 in this case, I guess, all the way up until like 1500 something. And so it's a little, I don't know, the bins are a little large. So maybe I want 10 bins instead of 8. So what I would do, I'm going to move this over here. I moved. Okay. If you click on this, and so I have this format chart, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be in here. Otherwise, you just right click on the x-axis. But so okay, so if I go horizontal axis, mostly this type of stuff is just pretty, like it's just aesthetics, if you will. So I could put a gap in between my bars if I want. See, like right now the bars are stuck together, but I can spread them out. Sometimes I like to do that. Anyway, let's just put a tiny gap. There we go. We don't want like Madonna's teeth type gaps. We just want a little bit of gap. Okay. Oh, haters gonna hate. Okay, so anyway, so these are my little bars. So I have a little bit of a gap there. You don't have to. You can keep your gap. But anyway, okay, number format, blah, 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 format code. Yeah, that's not what I want. So I'm going to collapse that back again. I'm going to go to series 1. Series 1 is my times. So I can call it times, seconds, ta-da. And then it says bins, and it says auto. This is where it selected the 8 bins. So what I can do is I can go in here and says, okay, you can change it. You could do by category, auto, bin width, or number of bins. Let's say I want 10 bins. If I click number of bins, and then right now it's 8, I could put 10. And it'll adjust it like that. Or say I want, so this goes from 96 to 232. It's a kind of a large bin. Maybe I don't want number of bins. Maybe I want bin width. Maybe I want the bin width to be 100.